Hi there, my name is Carl Hooks, and I am a former participant in the Global Leadership for the Future of Cities course based at the University of Oxford in Christ Church College. I had the pleasure of taking the course in between my 2 years of graduate school. At the time, I was studying abroad at the Yenching Academy of Peking University, which is an international graduate program based in Beijing, China. Found out about the Global Leadership for the Future of Cities course through Peking University and my program, and then applied and got the chance to come to Oxford. This was basically right before my second year of graduate school started, and I think it was an excellent precursor to my studies in terms of kind of getting to learn about all different areas of urban development, sustainability, and how that would translate into my own research, the thesis I wrote for my master's program that year, and then beyond. Some of the favorite things from the course that I liked and still think about, definitely the variety of lectures and getting to hear from both academics at University of Oxford, but also from practitioners and professionals in organizations like HSBC, Transport for London, and Foster & Partners, which is a top design studio and firm based in London. They've done projects all over the world, in Europe, the Middle East, in China, and elsewhere. So getting to hear from some of their architects and planners about some of the projects they've been working on, especially related to master planning and sustainable building design, I thought were fascinating and gave me just a different perspective than anything I've heard before in terms of how to approach actually building a city, building key structures that are going to anchor development in an urban environment. So very interesting to hear from a wide range of lecturers and practitioners in the course. I also think the other students in the course were great to meet. I had a really great time getting to learn more about their interests, all the different disciplines and backgrounds they come from. I'm from the US, but the other students in the course were from a variety of universities around China, both in Beijing and in other cities. They were incredibly open and friendly, and just being together in both a lecture and classroom setting, as well as getting to tour Oxford, see historical sites in the city, also visit firms that are working on autonomous vehicles and on other urban-related technologies or programs was very interesting. And it was nice to interact with people in different types of settings. I would highly recommend the course to anyone who's a student, whether you're an undergraduate or a graduate student, whether you're thinking about entering an urban-related field like planning, architecture, or other aspects of urban design. If you're interested in that, any of those, the course will be right up your alley. But also if you're coming from different backgrounds in sustainability, in environmental studies, in public health, economics. At the time, I was doing my master's program at Peking University, focusing on economics and management. So even though my major might not have directly fit with the description of the course, I think there was definitely a lot in there that was still relevant and interesting to me. And actually, I would say that overall, the Global Leadership for the Future of Cities program really helped me find what I wanted to do after graduate school. I knew at the time that I was interested in jobs potentially related to urban planning or urban development in some capacity. So after I graduated and moved back to the US from China, I looked around at a lot of organizations in those fields, and now work in New York, which you can see part of the city behind me. I work at a real estate and economic development consulting firm called HR&A Advisors, which does a variety of projects related to the built environment, both in the US and internationally. So I really think that having the Global Leadership for the Future of Cities course on my CV and my resume when I was applying to jobs was very beneficial. The course organizers were very helpful in giving me recommendations, following up later, connecting with me with people who might provide professional development opportunities. So I really can't thank them enough for that. And I'd say that the course, it definitely has a lot of value beyond just the initial experience for 2 weeks in Oxford and in London. So I highly recommend you apply, and if you are an applicant, best of luck.